You know, not to invest only works if there is a lack of capital. Well, if you don't invest, but the second investor invests, you're not really doing very much. I don't really believe in not investing. I believe in engaging. And I don't believe in engaging as an external party. I believe as buying a position in a company, becoming an owner, and fighting for my interests.
Welcome to the Boardroom and Beyond podcast, a show dedicated to exploring corporate governance best practice. I'm your host, Lyndsey. In each ESG in Action episode, I invite passionate ESG experts and professionals to share their professional services, creative ideas, and inspiring stories, and talk about how they are making an impact on business sustainability, social well-being, and corporate ESG integration. Hello everyone, welcome to the first ESG in Action episode. I'm very excited to have Nawar Alsaadi on the show with me to talk about Nawar's material engagement strategy. Nawar is a sustainable investment professional and experienced activist investor with extensive corporate engagement experience. As we are producing this episode, Nawar just accepted a position as acting Chief Strategy and ESG Officer at Mark Labs, a data analytical company based in Washington, D.C. Nawar's engagement with Mark Labs marks a new chapter of his material engagement strategy and the ESG software solution from Mark Labs. I want to congratulate Nawar for his new role, and I hope you, our audience, will enjoy this ESG in Action inaugural show with Nawar. Welcome, Nawar, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you for making your time available for the conversation. Before we start, I would love to learn more about your impressive career and what inspired you about this material engagement strategy.
I think this goes back to about 10 years ago when I started full-time investing. And at that time, I was looking for an edge, for an investment edge. And I figured shareholder activism was the right way to go about it. I analyzed hundreds of companies, and I noticed there was a large number of them that had deficiencies in terms of corporate governance and corporate strategy. And my approach was to engage with these companies, or perhaps even to pressure these companies to improve their performance, in the hope that once they improve their corporate governance practice or align their corporate strategy better, the market would take notice, and that would generate alpha. I started my focus on the energy sector, specifically companies that were dual listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange. And I got involved in a number of high-profile activist campaigns. And the reason they became activist campaigns is that when you engage with companies, they're not always receptive to follow your recommendation, and that entails putting more pressures. And an activist campaign means, in my case, the issue became public, and I reached out to other shareholders and I pressured these companies to improve their performance. And I was successful in a number of these campaigns, and that encouraged me to form a company in 2014 called Semper Augustus Capital that was formed around the same idea of active ownership. And I continued to engage with companies for 4 years around a number of issues, but again with a focus on corporate governance and corporate strategy. But by 2018, I had an interest in expanding my engagement efforts on environmental and social issues. And I felt that the world was not moving fast enough to address the sustainability challenges we have. But the company I built was not really built for that purpose. So I dissolved that company, and I spent about 2 years immersing myself into sustainable investing, and specifically the SASB accreditation and the CFA ESG investing accreditation. And once I felt that I've learned enough about the E and the S of the ESG acronym, I thought about how could I make a difference? How could I come into this market and actually move the needle around these issues? And this is how I came with the idea of material engagement. And material engagement is an idea derived from the idea of materiality when it comes to sustainability, because not every company in every industry has the same sustainability factors.
To listen to the rest of this episode, please check our website in the description section below this video. And please subscribe Boardroom and Beyond YouTube channel so you will not miss any future episodes. Thank you for listening.